Who killed Chiquita Tate in her private law office? The mystery is slowly fading as one by one, detectives' theories surrounding her death unravel.
Had anything been taken?
There was nothing missing. A purse was there. The jewelry was still on her hand. She had earrings on that appeared to be...
Diamonds?
Yeah.
Cops are quick to rule out a robbery gone bad. And the next scenario came from an anonymous tipster who claimed Chiquita was involved in a love triangle turned deadly. When detectives interview the couple, it's clear they had nothing to do with the murder.
So now you're looking for the tipster.
We found an address in Denton, Texas, which is north of Dallas.
Cops want to speak to the mystery caller. They head to the Lone Star State to track her down.
We went to the address and no one answered the door. We weren't going to leave, wasn't going to give up that easy, so we decided to call the number and the girl answered again.
At first, the woman said the phone associated with the number belonged to a friend.
I said, well, I need to talk to your friend. Can I talk to her? Never could find a friend, never had the telephone number for the friend.
Then, after more digging, the tipster reveals a bombshell.
And I said, well, do you happen to know Chiquita Tate? And she said, yeah. I said, yes, I know Chiquita Tate. She was married to my brother, Greg. We were just shocked.
You heard right. The mystery tipster is the sister of Chiquita's husband, Greg Harris.
Greg Harris got his sister to call the police department with an anonymous tip, which was a lie.
Now, with physical evidence like the blood-splattered glasses and this stunning admission, investigators turn the spotlight on Greg in an intense interrogation.
You killed your wife!
But did not kill my wife.
Oh, yeah, right.
Didn't kill my wife. Didn't kill my wife.
You killed your wife?
No, I didn't.
But did he? In what could be an eerie foreshadowing, take a look at this interview with our Baton Rouge affiliate, WAFB, taped just hours before Chiquita was murdered. Listen closely as the reporter asked Chiquita how to spell her name.
Like the banana company, Chiquita. Yeah,
Tate.
and Tate, yeah. Put hyphen Harris, my husband, that would fit.
Chiquita seems concerned that her husband would have a fit, and with good reason. Based on this chilling police radio transmission, his fists could be violent.
I have all units en route. Complainant advised that her fiancé is beating her.
Cops are responding to Greg and Chiquita's house after she made this harrowing 911 call only 6 weeks before they tied the knot.
Help, please, help me. Help me. He choked me. And I think he broke my arm.
She's wailing like a baby. And it was so just opposed to everything I had ever known about her.
Now with Chiquita in a morgue savagely murdered, police hammer Greg in this explosive scene.
I did not kill
Oh, you killed your wife?
I did not kill my wife.
You killed your wife?
No, I didn't.
There's no good cop, bad cop in this room. Detectives work in unison, turning the screws on the narrative that Greg first laid out the night of his wife's murder.
I went home first.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, I wish I could agree with you, Greg, but...
Check the cameras, I went home first.
We can prove you didn't go home first.
But are these detectives really just bluffing? Greg claims after bringing Chiquita dinner at her office, he went straight home. Cops don't believe him. They trick Greg by suggesting cameras mounted along the highway tracked his movements to a street called Garcia Lane in one of Baton Rouge's roughest neighborhoods.
How do you think we know you went to Garcia?
I'm pretty sure the cameras pick the car, every car that goes through there.
So what else you think it picks up?
I really don't know. I'm curious to see what. Because if there's anything else, it's a lie.
Cameras don't lie.
Look, you guys basically faked him out.
We just let him know that there are cameras all over the place. So you might as well be honest with us.
It turns out the cameras weren't working, but the ploy worked, and Greg quickly changed his story, finally admitting he made a pit stop to Garcia Lane, south of downtown, before heading home to Baker, a 45-minute drive north.
I just basically asked him, well, when is the last time you've been to Garcia Lane? And he was like, Garcia Lane? Garcia Lane? Oh, I went there last night. So, you know, at that point, we were like, okay.
Greg tells detectives he went to Garcia Lane to buy steroids.
He gave us the name of the person that he supposedly purchased the steroids from. The guy, of course, said he hadn't seen Greg in a while, and Greg doesn't buy steroids from him.
Why are steroids and streets like Garcia Lane so important to the investigation? Well, remember Chiquita's Gucci wallet? That Good Samaritan found it on Garcia Lane.
So when he says he had been to Garcia Lane, what are you thinking?
Well, what I'm thinking is that, again, he tried to throw us off. He took the wallet from Chiquita's office to make it look as a theft or a robbery, and dumped the wallet out on Garcia Lane in hopes that we would find it. That way, we would surmise that it was a robbery.
As the dots start to connect, cops order Greg to remove his shirt. They want to check for any suspicious scratches.
See it back again?
See what?
See it back again.
I ain't even like that.
Take your shirt off.
Show it to me. Sample it.
Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
We can sample it right now. Sample it right now. But I can tell you, that's a negative.
What you gonna tell me?
Sample it right now.
What's a negative?
I did not kill my wife.
Greg.
Greg Harris also had scratches on his body, which would be consistent with a woman's fingernail, particularly a woman who would have her nails manicured, and they were just kind of half-moon shaped, as if she had been digging into his hands.
Then detectives hammered Greg about a bleach bottle they found at the house.
You went home and washed clothes, and your wife is missing somewhere. You went home and washed clothes.
I go home, I clean up, I wash dishes, I do it all.
You think bleach get everything out?
What are you talking about?
Do you think bleach get everything
I'm
out?
telling you, what are you talking about?
The last time you touched it?
Did I just tell you I washed last night?
Last night.
Yes. I washed my khaki, I washed some khaki, some more khaki pants.
And what else?
A couple of shirts, and that was it.
You put bleach on khakis?
Yeah, I always wash my khakis with bleach.
The top that's on the Clorox bottle, it had a mixture of Greg's and Chiquita's blood. We found blood residue along the walls. I mean, it was a lot of blood.
Cops issue Greg an orange jumpsuit. For now, he's being held overnight on an outstanding warrant over the fight he and Chiquita had before they were married. But as he's about to find out, that overnight stay in jail could be a lot longer. Next,
He left a lot of breadcrumbs.
it's just a matter of time before the crime lab provides a full recipe of proof.
And my boss called and said there's a DNA match. Sure enough, she fessed up to the call, and I'm thinking, this is very odd.